Hey guys, welcome to Pro Se Lawsuit Center. I'm Coach Neighbors, and in this video, we're going to take a look at Miss Julia Keck's identity for her job. I don't know what you want to call it. I still promote my friend Carrie Neighbors. I still promote her book. And yeah, there was some reason why Miss Lee didn't want to come and be on the show today. She's only bring the book in here. So we had a little situation with the book, but we're learning, because I've been warned that she's not supposed to chew on women's shoes. If she chews on women's shoes, my friend told me that there would be a hit put out for her. And I thanked my friend for sparing me. Okay, so in this video, we're going to review Miss Julia Keck's authority, and we'll see what the difference is between being a licensed state prosecutor and an intern, because I don't know, that's what it shows that she is. But she said she's not an intern, and that Melissa somebody was the one that scribbled their name of the charging document, which was crap in the first place. But that's not what we're interested in, Julia. We're interested in this person right up here that started this and stamped this barcode on here. That person right up here is the one, and we're pretty sure that's you down there too. We'll find out, because, I think there's a difference. And then right here, it says right there that you guys, you just, then and there, after he allegedly gave you the wrong name, he was fugitive. Okay, but I'm going to sit over here and take a look at all of this, and I'm going to suggest that you went down the fugitive path because you knew that you had some other charges, some other fake charges that were connected to statutes and codes, which are not valid laws because they don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. And so you knew he was connected to those as well. You probably stopped him in the first place. And in the second place, in my opinion, you probably knew exactly who he was in the first place, because you wouldn't be stopping him in the second place. Now, we're going to get on down to the third place. Is y'all violated him once, then you violated him again, then you try to force him to go take a mental evaluation and all this all stupid shit. And it doesn't even appear, well, I don't know, whoever signed the bottom of that should step up and come forward. She's saying it's Melissa somebody. There's probably going to be a little finger pointing, okay, because I don't know. What we're seeing is that this man's rights were violated, not once, but twice. And then they locked him up again because he refused to volunteer to go for the mental evaluation bullshit. So that's what I'm going to call it. Mental evaluation bullshit. Yeah, when you don't want to take their deal or kiss their ass, all of a sudden you're mentally incompetent and all of that shit. Yeah, your attorney totally throw you under the bus. But you know what? People don't have to worry about that shit when they learn how to do the shit for real. If anybody ever tells you that shit, you just let them know that it's going to be a waste of their time, because you're going to challenge the doctor. You're going to challenge the mental competency doctor, the psychiatrist, or whatever the hell that he's going to. You're going to challenge him in court. And how are you going to do that? Easy. Well, we're going to challenge him before court. You just tell the court, the mental doctor is going to need to, the mental psychiatrist is going to have to verify where you're. If the doctor is qualified to assess your mind, he has or she has to know where it is. If the doctor don't know where your mind is, then the doctor is not competent enough to do that. Where's your mind? Bam! Might have left mine at home. Okay, but anyway, this is where we at. Well, this is where we were. Okay. Oh, okay, that was on the same one. Okay, so right here you guys can see Julia Keck, bar card number 2412875. And you can see she was admitted here, license date 4/18 of 2024. So she hasn't been licensed very long. At least she says she's licensed for something, but it doesn't say she's licensed. Okay, so here in the staff directory, it says she's an intern. She says she's not an intern, but it says she's an intern here. Well, how about we take a look at the differences between a licensed state court prosecutor and a prosecutor intern or intern. Do they have the same authority? So let's just check it out. So licensed state prosecutor okay, must have a degree, must pass the bar, must have a bar number, and can appear in court alone, can sign charges, can negotiate pleas, can represent the state officially, and has fully legal authority under the state law, is accountable for professional misconduct. Now, the prosecutor intern, it says, is not a licensed attorney, cannot represent the state on their own behalf, cannot sign charges or file anything alone like this, but they're saying that Melissa signed it at the bottom or somebody, I don't know. They can't file anything alone. They must always be supervised by a licensed prosecutor. They usually function as a student helper, not an attorney. Intern has no independent authority to prosecute anyone, and any action they take must be reviewed and approved by a licensed prosecutor. So if the intern acted as a prosecutor without a licensed attorney present to supervise or sign off, that is a due process violation and unauthorized practice of law without a license, and a jurisdictional defect for everything that's filed against somebody in that court area that's connected. But I don't know what's going on. I know we're going to have Jesse on Sunday night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock p.m. And then he can tell us a little bit about, well, he'll be here, he'll be as a guest, so he'll be up there, so he'll be able to talk and tell everybody what he, how this went down for him. We got yesterday or did this anymore. So I didn't want to make sure, I knew they try to hang him up in there over the holidays, and so, we wasn't going to have that. And they got Jesse called me from the jail, and he was pretty excited. He was like, "Coach, it's all good." I'm like, "What? You're still in jail, right?" "Yeah, but it's all good, dude. Are you kidding me right now?" He's laughing. He's like, "Dude, they're freaked out. They don't know what to do, whatever." I was like, "Okay, well, they already had a bench warrant out for him, so that whole process he was going to have to go through more likely than not anyway." But it looked a whole lot better with him going down there facing that shit with his stuff and standing up and doing all that. Because they already said he was a fugitive. They already said he was a fugitive, so they already planned for him to run and hide. I don't know. That's the way it sounds to me, but that ain't what we're doing. So we're gonna have more about that, and if there's other people, we wonder how many other people Miss Julia Keck done her little thing with, and she's not even qualified, and it's not even like she was doing a good job. I mean, come on now. And then after I got him out, then the next day they come talking about ankle monitor thing. Nah, go hell no. Telling people no. We ain't doing none of that shit. They can come arrest you again if they want to. When they arrested him the first time, he was texting me there and telling me the dude's name that arrested him. And 10 minutes later, I shot them over the supplemental pleading where we amended and added that dude's name to it. Yeah, that's how we roll. So we're going to give you guys an update on Sunday night. So you guys don't miss out on that. Hopefully Jesse will be able to make it. I need to double check with him. If not, we'll change it because I want to have him tell you guys how his side of the story, how this is working out for him. And lock them in jail. The easy way to make them want to get you out is to tell them when they make their phone calls to their people, to have their people go to winningcourtnow.com and get that suit of prosecutor lawsuit package and get it in the webinar training and learn how to winningcourtnow.com. Everybody started saying that, they'll want you out of there. And if your people do jailhouse stuff, tell them they need to get one of them documents and start hooking people up, and then you don't have to worry about commissary or nothing. Yeah, we got a plan for that too. So winningcourtnow.com. Get over there and get what you need. Now, you guys make sure you tune in on Sunday for the thing, and where Jesse is going to come and tell y'all what his situation is. So can't wait to hear that. I thank you guys for the value sharing your time. Bam!